Rain and snow will continue for several days. The foothills are getting drenched in rain, and the concern is growing tonight.
As we've been showing you, the snow stacked more than 5 feet tall in many parts. It's just a matter of time before it melts into a rush of water. Our Devin Truby joins us live tonight from Camino, the area of Camino this evening, as residents there continue to prepare for flooding. Devin, tell us what you're seeing right now.
Well, Laura, we've been seeing a steady, heavy rainfall since about 2 p.m. in the foothills, but residents telling us they're actually excited for this so they can have that snow melt and start to assess damage like what we're seeing here with this collapsed storage unit. Also, so they're able to make their necessary propane runs and just to be able to leave their homes finally.
Yeah, there's some tree damage on every side of the house. We've never had it before. We lived here for 41 years.
6 trees lay across Robert Lynch's property in Camino, damaged from the recent snowstorm. Lynch, who's in his 90s, is hoping this rain will melt the snow so they can finally begin cleanup.
I fell down over there the other day, and it took me 45 minutes to get back because when you push on the snow, your hands just go down into it and you can't push yourself up.
But he's worried about keeping warm. He currently only has enough wood for his fireplace to last 2 days. Betty Cook, who lives in Pollock Pines, is worried about staying warm as well.
Running out of propane. So when the house gets down to 43, which it has a number of days, it gets a little chilly.
Another big concern for Foothills residents is snow on their roofs.
I try not to think of that because I couldn't do it. I don't get to climb up on the roof to get the leaves and pine cones and stuff off, so I'm not going to go up there and get snow off.
But for his neighbor, Bob Cavallo, he's lucky the snow has slid off his metal roof, but now he's concerned it'll crush his deck.
But that's created an incredible mess in front of my house. The snow is up over my door, up over my windows, and I live in a snow cave.
Snow caves that Bob worries could lead to flooding.
I'm wondering where all the water's going to go. I mean, if you look around, there's no place for the water to flow. It's just going to puddle up, and I'm concerned about the neighbors that are at the low end of the street.
We also spoke with the El Dorado County Fire Chief, who says they have staffed up for this evening, but they're expecting a majority of the calls to be on Friday evening and into this weekend once the rain has the chance to melt all this snow. Chris, Laura.
My goodness, Devin, thank you. I know the chief has made the call to prepare for possible water rescues as well. We'll be tracking each new development.
And Monica, we know that you are tracking many watches and warnings right now.
Right, and they continue to get updated. So as you mentioned earlier, until further notice, the Cosumnes River right around Rancho Murrieta, Wilton, rising above flood stage on the Cosumnes River, continued rising, and evacuation routes could be impacted. So again, it's really important that you get that county alert on your phone and be ready to go. Flood watch will continue through Sunday for the lower elevations through the foothills. Again, that's below 4,000 feet with rainfall and runoff, plus the wind. You've probably noticed that has been picking up in some places. It will be over 50 and 70 miles per hour. Winter storm warning in effect through Sunday for the higher elevations. Now, I know we've been talking about this being a warmer storm. Snow level will be rising, and that is happening right now. Look at the band of rain that's coming in. That is warm air continuing to push that snow level up the hill. It's already raining in Pollock Pines, Forest Hill, where we have been seeing snow for the past couple of days. It's also pushing that snow line up the hill near Arnold and Miwok Village, Twain Harte. So our rainfall amounts are going to go up for the foothills, currently at about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch, but much more on the way. Winds currently at about 15 to over 25 miles per hour. And again, this is just getting going. Rain tonight in the Sierra. Rain will back off for a period of time, but we are going to continue to see those totals go up. We're still expecting 15 to 30 inches of snow for the Sierra and about 1 inch to 2 inches of rain for the valley. But here's this big plume of moisture. All this water has yet to come in. This is the view out at Folsom earlier today. I want to bring in meteorologist Carly Gomez. We were on that briefing earlier today. Releases are happening now.
They are. I was there around 1 o'clock, and you could see some of that water falling out of the spillways there and moving down pretty quickly. But by 2, they're upping those releases, and now we're seeing it down up from about 5,000 to 15,000 cubic feet per second today. By tomorrow, the media briefing let us know that they're looking at 30,000 cubic feet per second into your Friday. That's anywhere from 37,000 to 112,000 gallons of water per second, just to put it into perspective for you, and up to 225,000 gallons per second when you're looking at 30,000 cubic feet. All right, let's talk about our major waterways here. They did discuss some of the big ones, the Shasta, the Oroville's there, where we see some of these areas having the capacity to hold a lot more water, especially Shasta, 2.8 million acre feet, but they can go up to 4.5 million acre feet. But they're still choosing to do some releases anywhere from about 10,000 up until about 15,000 cubic feet per second. Oroville also looking at releasing water, but the inflows they say that they're expecting, especially at Oroville, is anywhere from 10,000 up to about 70,000 cubic feet per second. Those are the inflows. The releases, though, more like 15,000 cubic feet per second. So we'll be watching this and, of course, everything affected around the area. They do say the Folsom area, though, the major reasons a lot of people have questions about that is, where's this water going? Are we just releasing it out there? Do we have anywhere to put it? At this point, Folsom is considered a way to protect neighborhoods. It is a flood protection dam or reservoir, so they want everyone to keep that in mind, but they do have plans that they are looking to make sure that that water is being put to use.
Great context. Carly, thank you. I'll take a look at this scene we want to show you. Snow being cleared off from roofs and roads in the mountain town of Lake Arrowhead. This is in Southern California. You know, that region had also been hit with a lot of snow and rain, causing major flooding about just 2 weeks ago. The residents and tourists in the mountains outside of Los Angeles were stranded for several days.
And a reminder for you and your family tonight, now is the perfect time to download the free ABC 10 app to track weather conditions, watches, and warnings. Be sure to turn on notifications to stay in the know and use our interactive radar to track weather in your neighborhood.